from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Uconn Huskies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Uconn's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Uconn quick to the line. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Huskies are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about Uconn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
the play fake. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Uconn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had with a lot of people watching, he has stepped up and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed the most, when you played great competition? And so far, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's been elite of elite. Finishing the season strong right here could be the final cherry on the Sunday.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Page. Got the tight end outside. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the ground with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Page. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Missouri State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this guy has been nothing short of sensational for his defense all year long. You're not talking about an All-America season. You're talking about an historic season.
Touchdown, Missouri State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Uconn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Uconn will have to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Page. It's complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Deep throw off his back foot. Pulls it in down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Uconn going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Nice move to pick up yardage. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears.
And every year freshman to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and give this time around a 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Let's talk just for a minute about Uconn. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Sweet cut there. Took care of it himself. There he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Touchdown, Missouri State! Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Uconn going back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Page. Spits it out to the back. Caught. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Uconn offense goes back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're testing the right side here. Got the first down and more. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Uconn going back to work on offense. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Pulled and fired complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Massey. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter?
Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Bears with the 1st and 10. The option look. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Massey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Uconn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. And the ball is free on the completely lost track of where he was, and he takes the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Creates a little room. Hits him with a stiff arm. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Cooks. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by...
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Massey. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his third sack of the game.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That will take us this offense to put together a miracle. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. DB's right up on the receivers. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Uconn is now threatening in the red zone. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere for him to run again. And now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge